those of you that are new here, welcome to our channel. My name is Jessie.
And we are Moms on Crime. And on this channel, we talk about all things true crime and paranormal. In the month of October, we're doing all paranormal. So Jessie has some scary stories for us today. What are we talking about today?
Yes. So, October, our favorite month. Well, one of the favorite months. But I do have, I'm going to read off of Reddit, and these are going to be scary stories. So what I picked is I tried to look for only haunted hotel experiences or something. So Mama, before I start, have you ever had any haunted or creepy hotel experiences?
No, I mean, a long time ago when I was pretty young, 16, 17, I went to California with my sister and my brother-in-law and my nephews. They were little. They were really small, 3 and 2 or so. And we stayed in this hotel in California, somewhere in LA. And the vibe in that room was so bad. It just felt bad. You know what I mean? And you know how little kids can say stuff? My nephew was just crying and crying and crying, and he wouldn't stop. And the bathroom felt horrible, and we had to give them a bath in there. I was helping my sister give the boys a bath, and my nephew just cried and cried and cried the whole time, and he used to call me Shell, and he was like, "No bath here, Shell, no bath." And even when they were done, I was helping dry them off, and he still kept saying it. The vibe in the room was just bad. It just felt bad. Nothing happened. It was somewhere in LA. I can't even remember where we were because we got there really late. We left, when I got out of school, the last day of school for summer break. Yeah. So we drove. So it took us probably 6 hours to get there or so. 5 hours, 6 hours. And we got there at night, midnight or 1. And I was tired, and we still had to give the kids a bath. And I don't remember what hotel it was, but I just know that it definitely felt bad in that room. We only stayed there that one night, but I would say that's the only thing I had in a hotel room, but nothing happened, thank God.
Yeah. I had an experience. So I remember when I was in Japan, so my friends and my cousins and I, we were out drinking. So we got a hotel so that we don't have to drive or travel home. So I got tired right away. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go first. So I was in there. I was trying to go to sleep already, all, cleaned up and everything. And I thought for some reason I felt like something was pulling the sheets down. And I was like, maybe it's just me, because that feeling when you're already halfway asleep and still half awake. That's kind of a weird feeling or something. I don't know, maybe it's just me, so I'm kind of in between. And then I felt that, and I was like, what the heck? So I pulled it back again, and then I felt it again, it was slowly pulling down. So at first I was like, nah, it's nothing. So I pulled it, and then eventually I kind of felt a strong tug, and I was like, oh hell no, I'm out of here. But yeah, that's why now I don't go in hotel rooms by myself. No.
Really?
Too scary. No. I mean, if I would be with someone, then yeah, I'm fine. But and then we'd probably sleep with all lights on. I like to sleep with the lights off. So,
not in a hotel room, I don't.
Not in hotel rooms. Maybe if I'm with my husband. So if my husband's with me, probably I think I'll be okay. But no.
Even with my husband, I still have a nightlight. I think he likes it too, in hotel rooms. Just I don't know. It's just
no.
But I always think though about all the bad things. I know I shouldn't, but I always think about it oh my God, somebody died in here. What's happening here? I hate it that my mom goes there, but I can't help it.
Yeah. Or how sometimes the energy, whoever, imagine how many people have checked in that room. So it depends on the energy that they put in there. Because sometimes it stays, it lingers on. If there's like a happy mood or energy, you kind of feel that in the room. But if the people prior, you know, to your check-in were like fighting or just mad or something like that. Anyway, so I am going to read like a few stories that I found on Reddit, and you know, they had like creepy haunted hotel experiences. So bear with me. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm kind of blind, so if you guys see me squinting, that's why, because I can't see. All right, so our first story is from Agarsi 7. So they said, I do AV in Chicago and had a night gala at the Drake Hotel in the Gold Coast Ballroom, where the famous ghost story of the woman who apparently killed herself by jumping to her death happened. Before I continue, I noticed that for some reason that's kind of famous, like hotels and stuff, you know, like, oh, so and so jumped from the roof, or so and so jumped from like the 10th floor. Or something. Like, it's just so weird. It's like, I don't know. It's like, did they really like plan on like jumping off the roof prior to their check-in, or it just so happened, you know, when they were in that hotel?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? But anyways, let's see. So yeah, the lady jumped, you know, to her death. Apparently in the Gold Coast was where her husband was caught having sexy time with another woman. So long story short, during setup, I'm alone setting up speakers and monitors. I keep having my monitors unplugged from the wall. I think nothing of it the first time it happens or the second time. But after I taped them onto the wall so they wouldn't come undone, right as I'm about to finish setting up my last monitor, all 6 of them come undone from the walls, and I've never been so frightened in my life. I immediately bolted out of the room, eventually came back in, did the show, made sure I struck everything as quick as I could before the banquet finished, so I wouldn't be alone, and bam, went home. Yeah. I'd be like, they're already taped, so what other explanation is there?
Heck no, I would be gone too. Nope.
Me too. I would have been like, these are strong ghosts. You know, like,
that's
some
strong.
they could like just move like things or curtains or whatever. Those are taped already, and they still were able to unplug them.
Yeah.
Okay. So our next one is from Igor 3618. So they said, I used to live and work at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, and have tons of stories. So she said, or he said, if you haven't heard of it, this hotel is where Stephen King played and was inspired to write The Shining, but not where the movie was filmed. I was a ghost and history tour guide for the summer, so have a whole list of crazy things that I experienced and stories, a few of the more interesting personal experiences, and then she listed them down. So she, or he, I don't know. I was sitting in our dorm and a picture in the hallway fell off the wall and shattered. Doesn't seem weird until I looked at it, and it was laying on the ground face up, almost as if someone took it off the wall and slammed it on the ground.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then she said, so another story, my coworker and I were sitting in her room drinking, and someone came angrily stomping up the stairs and down the hallway. We were thinking we were busted. Then the person got to the door, turned the knob, and opened it, but there was no one there. I would be like, who's angry?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
God.
then, well, she listed out three. So the last one, she said, it was known that there was a creepy brothel owner that liked to the hotel. One time I was giving a tour and talking about this creepy old man, and my hair got tugged, and no one was behind me. People on the tour thought I was faking it, but I'm a terrible actor.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine like feeling? What was that one
No.
movie that scared me? Was it The Ring or something where she was in the shower and she was taking a shower and she was washing her hair and then freaking hand came out from her hair
Was
from
it The Grudge?
behind and was it The Grudge? Yeah, I think it was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Heck
That
no.
after watching that, I've been so like I was just, I don't want
Listen,
nobody.
don't like in the shower, like that's like my ultimate fear.
Yeah,
No.
me
Mm-mm.
too. Or
Nope.
there's like that meme where like, they say like you wash your face and then like you open your eyes immediately because you're like so scared. That's like totally me. So how I wash my face, I would do like my face first and then my forehead. And
Yeah.
then, when I know everything's clean, that's when I go in the eyes so fast and I'm like, okay, done.
Me too. Me too. And we're like, how old? And we're still like, oh,
And we're like so scared still.
hell yeah, I'm scared.
I don't want to be closing my eyes and like somebody up there like just surprising me with like boo. No.
Samesies. My husband done that to me a couple times in the shower. Like he'll pick, I lock the door, because we got kids.
Yeah.
And he'll like open it, like unlock it. And one time I opened my eyes and he was like acting like a creeper, right? Like peeking
Mhm.
in. And I almost died. I almost had a heart attack. I was crying and I was shaking and he was like, "Oh my god, I said something," and I was like, "I didn't hear you, man. Like
Oh
don't do
my.
that."
Mm-mm. My husband does that to me all the dang time and I hate it. Like
It's
I'd
not
rather have
funny.
him, so he likes to scare me all the time, right? Well, he would
Not in the
stop,
shower.
yeah, exactly,
That's
right?
off limits.
So he kind of stopped, like when I get pregnant. Every time I got pregnant, like he would stop scaring me, of course. But
God.
after I get pregnant, then it's on again. Like he'll start freaking scaring me. I think one time, so our bathroom, so the mirrors are like right here, and right behind me would be the toilet, and the toilet has like its own door.
Yeah.
One time I was, fixing myself up, putting on makeup and whatever, doing my own thing. And I thought, in my peripherals, like I saw something like on the mirror, like I saw something behind me, but I was like, no, that's nothing, whatever, because it was dark, like toilet, like room was dark. So
Uh-huh.
finally I went and I saw this freaking figure just standing there, like creepy AF. Oh my gosh, my soul left my body for a few seconds. Like I died for a few seconds there, mama.
Yeah.
Until I realized it was him. I'm like, you don't freaking do that. I hate
Why do
it.
they think that's funny? It's not funny.
No.
It's not funny.
Well, I mean,
0%.
talking
Or like
about
when
it
I put on
now,
my makeup.
no.
I hate it when I'm putting on my makeup and my husband or my boys try to scare me, but I have to like sit on the counter in the bathroom because I'm short, right?
Yeah.
I sit on the counter and they'll come around the corner and I'm like, I'll put it on makeup. You're gonna make me poke my eye out. Just don't. Just
Right. Just wait.
anytime I'm in this room, leave me alone. Don't scare me in the
Right.
shower. Don't
Or
scare me when I put on makeup.
wait till I'm
God,
done. Oh my gosh.
I hate it.
I hate it too. All right. Okay, so for the next one, it's from Pavemented something. They're so very creative with their usernames. All right, so this guy, he says, I worked in IT for a guy named Mike Milken, and every year he puts on this huge conference and brings world leaders and billionaires together for a conferencing called Global Conference. That's what he says. Oh. Anyway, so we would rent out pretty much all of the Beverly Hilton for a full 7 days. Where does he work at? Oh,
Right?
that. So anyways, he said, I, like OP, also am interested in hotel staff and hauntings. So I asked every staff member I could about any otherworldly experiences. I heard a couple of people talk about Merv Griffin, the
Oh,
game show creator, host, composer. He bought the place in the 80s and loved to hang out there. After he retired, after he died, the staff said they would see him not as a ghostly shape, but as actual Merv walking down one of the hallways near the kitchens occasionally. How weird is that? You would actually see somebody that all had already passed away, like a real life person.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he
Wow.
said, ultimately, though, the cleaning staff was terrified of the eighth floor. It's not a tall hotel, and the eighth floor was a party type room. It was a medium sized banquet type area with a low ceiling. It has a bathroom and a view of Beverly Hills with rounded red leather couches and maroon velour sided walls. There is a curved bar and glass tables with razor blade marks on them from the copious amount of cocaine that had been chopped up for consumption. So I mean, it's a party area or whatever. I know you see this room in your head, skull, right now. The story goes that there was a lady that would go up there and clean the place by herself after the parties were over. One night she was almost done and finishing up in the bathrooms, cleaning the sinks. She heard a little girl behind her, then something brush across her shoulder. She turned
Oh,
quickly around and no one was there. She turned back to the sink and there was a piece of gum where they had previously been none. So
ooh.
of course she was already cleaning it, like, okay, this is clean, and then you turn around and look back, where the heck did the gum come from, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why? Scary women in long white dresses with messy hair and ghost kids.
Yes. Oh my
Done.
gosh. Those kids,
No.
they scare me too. So, anyways, she swore there was no gum in the sink prior as she was cleaning the sink when it happened, so that was her focus. So
Uh-huh.
after that, the cleaning staff would not go up there unless they had to at night, and then they would go in doubles. Of course, I would probably be like, oh, come with me, I'm not going up
Yeah,
there by
go with me.
myself.
Totally.
No, no.
I would not go.
um yeah, so they also started to clean the floor in the morning again with two people. So my buddy or coworker and I had to go up and check this out. We were getting chills listening to the story and had to see for ourselves. So at about 9 p.m., we went up there. There, as it was vacant for the night, and we pretty much had run of the hotel. Right before we went up, though, we saw one of the cleaning staff and told him we were going up. And he got this look on his face like, you're an idiot. We head up, check the whole room out, and take it in like I described above. We go over to the little bathroom where the gum incident happened and we recreated the scene. I stood at the sink, my buddy brushed my shoulder, and I turned around, nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. We didn't feel coldness or freakiness, just plain old us on the top floor. We were a bit disappointed. We were saying things like, oh, what did we expect type of conversation. We noticed the weird music on the speaker in the elevator that we hadn't noticed coming up. It was a girl kind of singing, laughing, very eclectic stuff. We got off. We saw the cleaning dude from earlier and told him that we saw nothing. There was no ghost up there. Then my buddy mentioned the interesting choice of music in the elevator. The cleaning guy said, what music? And we replied, the music in the elevator. He then pointed out that there is no speaker in the elevator, never has been. We shed our pants and went back into the elevator cautiously. because we couldn't believe that what we were hearing was not coming from a speaker. Being IT experts, we knew how to look for wires and speaker covers and such, and there were none. It was an old elevator that just wasn't wired for that. We noped the F out of there and tried to avoid it the rest of the time we worked there.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah.
No.
Elevators creep me out too. Like,
Yeah, I'm
especially
not a
if
fan.
I'm like by myself. I don't like it, especially hospital elevators.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of elevators. No.
Yeah. I remember when I was pregnant with Jet, so I went to St. Joe's. So it's a hospital. It's not just the clinic, you know, for my checkups and stuff. So every time I would go in the elevator, sometimes it would be busy and I would have other people there with me. So I'm fine, you know. But sometimes like I'd go there by myself. I have to call my husband and be like, I'm going up the elevator. Like, just stay with me. I'm scared. Like, just talk to me. I would be so scared.
Heck no. Hospitals in general are just creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hotels, hospitals, anywhere where there's just a large number of people like in and out and there's just, you know, life happening. It leaves an imprint for sure, you know, whatever happens there. And it's just spooky.
Yeah.
We should do
Oh
that
my
next.
gosh. No.
Haunted hospitals, because my dad worked at a hospital. He did that for a very long time. He was a like the plant mechanic at the hospital, and he had some stories. He would come home and tell us some stuff that he saw. And I actually worked in a hospital for a little bit, and there was like a tunnel underground that took us from like, I worked at the rehab hospital to like the main hospital to go to like the cafeteria, and there's like a tunnel that runs underground and it's all like done, like there's walls and there's tile, you know what I mean? And it was mostly just for employees to come back and forth. And there was this one spot where it was just one long shot, right? Like a hallway. And it was like rarely people down there. Like it was never crowded, you know? And it was so scary. Like when I would have to work on the weekends and not a lot of people would be there at the hospital. Like, oh gosh, it was scary. The stories.
Yeah. Maybe we should do like haunted hospitals next.
That's next.
Yeah, I don't like hospitals either. They're just creepy. All right, so for this one is very scary. This is going to be my last one. Okay, so for this next one, it was submitted by my fake name 68. So she said, my husband and I stayed at the Punderson Manor House Resort in, I don't know how to say it, Geauga County, Ohio. Geauga. Sorry, let us know how to say it. About 10 years back, for our 13th wedding anniversary, we stayed in the suite. Side note, we live in Florida, but we're visiting family and decided to take a day for ourselves. Had a nice dinner, went for a walk through the resort, not that big, mind you, and then retired to our suite. It's a rather old place and the windows were shut, but we didn't need any air or AC because it was rather chilly that evening. I don't recall there being a TV. This isn't the best equipped suite, to be honest. So it wasn't on to make noise. We went to bed and my husband fell asleep rather quickly and I sat in bed reading a magazine. How romantic, I know. I finally decided to head to bed because it was getting late. I turned out the lights, slid under the covers, and put my head on the pillow. And then, as clear as day, I hear, "Wanna come play?" It was a little kid's voice. I froze. I calmed down and figured it had to be my husband talking in his sleep, though he's never sounded like a little kid before. I then hear a giggle right beside the bed. Then, "Come on and play with me." I noped under the covers because, as we all are aware, blankets are a protective armor against ghosts. I didn't fall asleep for hours. I also didn't hear another thing. In the morning, I told my husband what I heard. He laughed and he said, I bet it was kids outside. Kids outside late at night? Okay. I went to the desk and to check out, and I just casually mentioned that the kids in the hotel were really loud last night. The lady apologized, then she stopped and said, you were in the suite. The only children here are in the blah 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 wing. Not sure what she said, but that's not the point now. I said, oh, I just thought I heard a kid is all, no biggie. She kind of put on a super fake smile. Oh, okay. Later, as we were walking around, I was talking to my husband, and the lady from the front desk was talking to another girl who joined her. Well, someone else heard the kid again. Looked it up when I went home, and it's on the list of haunted places in Ohio. And I believe they mentioned children laughing, etc. Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, it is called the Punderson Manor House Resort in, I don't know how to say this, Ohio.
In Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
That is, and like, do you come play with me? No, little girl.
No.
Go to sleep. It's your bedtime.
Nope. I told you. Ghost kids and freaking ghost ladies and long white dresses.
Yeah.
With messed
I
up
don't know
hair.
what it is. Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Good.
And you're messing with those creepy little kids or, you know, ladies with like what long black hair with white dresses.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Well, Mama, those are, you know, haunted hotel stories from Reddit. And we hope you guys enjoyed them because we really like reading, you know, those stories and stuff. And let us know what you guys think. And if you guys did enjoy them, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
And make sure you turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload. And you can keep on hanging out with your favorite moms on YouTube. And you can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you have any story ideas or feedback for us, you can also email us at momsoncrime@gmail.com. And that's all we have for today, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.